Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. ODM party finally kicked Edwin Sifuna out as the Secretary General of the party.
Na nimesikia Sifuna anaongea na nguvu. Wakati unaongea mambo yangu Sifuna, ujue mimi ndio mwanzilishi wa ODM. So naenda polepole kidogo. Yes. Sisi ndio tulianza hii kitu. Ama namna gani? Na unajua ukinisukuma sana nitaitisha mkutano ya founder members ya ODM. Sindio? Na unajua tukiitisha hiyo mkutano tunaweza kufanyia discipline sisi ambao tulianza chama.
Constituted organs having deliberated on matters relating to the conduct of the Secretary General Senator Edwin Sifuna, the NEC resolved to remove him from office with immediate effect in accordance with the party constitution and applicable laws. Effectively, the Deputy Secretary General, Honorable me, yours truly, Catherine Omanyo, will act in this position until a substantive holder of the position is elected. The NEC reaffirmed ODM's commitment to democratic governance, constitutionalism, social justice, and the pursuit for a broad-based, inclusive, and reform-oriented government that reflects the will and aspirations of the Kenyan people. Issued at Mombasa this 11th day of February 2026.
Thank you. And I have two questions to ask, and I require your honest answers to them. The first question I wanted to ask you, what do you think are some of the options available to Edwin Sifuna? What next for Edwin Sifuna after his removal as the party's Secretary General? And the second question I wanted to ask you, can Edwin Sifuna survive, politically speaking, outside ODM party? Because we all know that Edwin Sifuna was picked from nowhere by Raila Oginga and made the SG of the biggest political party in Kenya at that time. But he's been kicked out. Can he survive on his own?
On their behalf, I'm going to ask Party Secretary General, Honorable Edwin Sifuna, to say something.
Thank you, Jacob. Vijana Oe. Vijana Ria. Your Excellency, you've just surprised me. I wasn't expecting to speak because it is usually good that we also allow these young voices to have the stage that we have. And I just wanted to comment on two things. Your Excellency, first of all, I want to advise these young people that there is nobody who's going to invite you to do anything. There's a story that Jacob doesn't like me telling again about how he became Secretary General. There was somebody there, and he was asleep. And I decided to go there and declare myself as the SG of the party. So, in these constituencies, you have seen people who have decided that they want to go. And you know for a fact that without ODM and without the support of Baba, they are not going to come back. What you should be doing now, because as the SG I'm seated there, you should be introducing me to the acting member of parliament for Langata. Who is there? Ako wapi? Senator Kisumu iko hapa?
Probably we'll dig deeper into those questions tomorrow. But in this video, I want to reveal to you guys two things. The first thing I want to reveal to you guys is how the plan to remove Edwin Sifuna was actually executed. Because it was one of the most difficult tasks to execute. Because remember, when I first opined on this platform that ODM party was planning to kick Sifuna out of the party, I read the comments on this post and I really wondered, because my work is only one on this platform. My work is to analyze things and do predictive analysis. Sometimes I get access to some privileged information, which in most cases I can do a video about. Like when I got wind that ODM was planning to remove Sifuna, and I analyzed it. So my work is simply to analyze. You don't need to agree with me, or you don't need to agree with me. You just need to listen and take what you can take. But sometimes you guys shock me. And the second thing I want to analyze in this video is the consequences of this move to kick Edwin Sifuna out of the party. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, how are these guys able to finally remove Sifuna? Because Sifuna enjoys one thing which most ODM leaders don't. He's very popular. Edwin Sifuna is articulate. And Edwin Sifuna has actually served ODM party. If I were to rank all former Secretary Generals, I would rank Sifuna at the top. At the top. Because in debates, in loyalty to Raila Odinga, and the cause of ODM party, Sifuna was at the top. So it was very difficult to remove him. But how was this planned and executed successfully? Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you sequences of what happened. After Raila Odinga's death, it became very clear that Edwin Sifuna was not going to support William Ruto and broad-based government. Again, it also became very clear that two camps were going to emerge. 2 or 3 or more camps were going to emerge. But let's talk about 2 camps, the pro-broad-based government and anti-broad-based government. And that's why Oburu Oginga was appointed immediately, even before Raila Odinga was buried. Raila Odinga was buried within a very short period of time. So Sifuna was going to be a thorn in the flesh of the broad-based government. So, and how to deal with him was also a challenge. So they planned how to remove him. But this was a challenge. There was the war in the Oginga family. The Raila Odinga family led by Mama Ida, Winnie Jr. And also there was the other one, Oburu's family, led by Oburu himself, Jaoko, and to some extent, the PA Wiselija. And of course, at the family level, there was also Ruth Odinga. Sifuna enjoyed the support of Mama Ida Odinga. So removing him with the backing of Mama Ida was not going to be easy. Because Mama Ida would simply pick a phone call to say Gladys Wanga or to say Jonet Mohammed and would not execute it. So how did they maneuver that? The first thing they did was to ensure that Mama Ida Odinga was appointed to UNEP. That appointment was part of this wider scheme. And once that appointment was made, Mama Ida Odinga's hands were therefore tied. It meant there was no way she was going to oppose the broad-based government. That was the first time Edwin Sifuna was actually exposed. So after that appointment, something also happened yesterday. I did not do a video about it because I wanted to really understand the logic behind it. The Langata Member of Parliament announced that he will not be defending his seat in Langata, but instead he will be running for the Senate of Nairobi. Most people believe, because this actually happened when I was in Nairobi, and I was actually with some of his team. I was actually with very key officials I was actually with very key officials of the Langata Member of Parliament. And when the news started coming out that, he was running for the Senate, they denied. But the truth of the matter is that most people had thought that Abbas, who is an MCA there, was giving him problems. That's not the case. The truth is, a deal was brokered to allow Winnie Odinga to run in Lang'ata. So that's part of this deal. So Winnie Odinga will be now running in Lang'ata. And that's how Winnie Odinga now left that camp. Again, it exposed Sifuna, because Sifuna was banking on support of Mama Ida, and also, remember, Winnie was also a key player in that team. So, with that, Winnie was now out of the picture. And Sifuna himself also committed a blunder. The Busia rally was a blunder by Sifuna. Let me explain to you guys. If you look at those who attended that Busia rally, some of them have made it very clear that they are no longer in ODM. That is someone like Omondi Karoli. But again, if you leave that blunder is also connected to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Because Uhuru Kenyatta, in the name of Azimio, did another blunder, removing Junet and the group. So Uhuru removed them, Junet, placed Karoli, who already made it clear that he's not a member of ODM party. So those blunders are what now motivated this team, give them the reason that even if now you were to say Sifuna run with the party, take the party leadership, be the party leader, he was not going to take. So that's how these guys were now able to plan to execute. And indeed, he was removed. But of course, any action must always have corresponding consequences. What are some of the consequences of the removal of Sifuna? For me, I'm looking at only three things. Number one, the removal of Sifuna is a bit emotive, and it's going to split ODM party. I've always stated on this platform on many occasions that Sifuna is very popular in the party. In fact, after Raila Odinga and maybe Babu Wino, Sifuna was the third most popular leader within Orange Party. And being popular means so many people believe that he had served as the SG. Most of them believed that Sifuna was speaking for Raila Amolo Odinga. So they'll stick with him. So at the end of the day, we're going to have Orange Party, but split. What we don't know is whether Sifuna will take the majority or will go with the minority. So that's the first consequence. The second consequence, in my view, is the perception of value. You see, ODM Party is strong when it's united. ODM Party is strong if other tribes are there, because there has always been this narrative that ODM Party is a tribal party, is a Luo party. So if you remove Sifuna and put that Busia women rep as the SG, the Luyas will make noise. And at the end of the day, the perception will be that ODM party is dying. And lastly, and this should worry not only the ODM brigades who are supporting Ruto, but William Ruto himself. This move has the potential of uniting the entire opposition. They can decide now, Rigathi was removed, is very bitter, but he knows he cannot run. Sifuna cannot win the presidency. So these guys can all agree to rally a single candidate. And that candidate will give these guys serious problem, because these guys will only be out to do one thing, to revenge. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee McQueen. Bye-bye.